Welcome, my lovely students. How are you today, girls? How are you? Are you fine? Okay, girls, I will tell you now what is the day and the date. After that, I will start my own lesson for today. Today is what? Today is Monday, and the spelling is Monday, and the date is 5/3/1443 after Hijrah. Okay? Now, my beautiful students, we will take a quick revision. After that, I will start my own lesson for today. I will start playing with you balloons game. Here we have 8 questions. I will ask all these questions and give you the answers. And in my virtual class, I will ask you, my lovely students, okay? Number 1, where are you from? I am from Saudi Arabia. Number 2, where do you live? I live in Taif. Number 3, make one sentence using as plus adjective plus as. Sarah is as tall as Amal. Number 4, make a sentence using seahorse. I think a seahorse is slow. Number 5, what do you think about a dolphin? I think a dolphin is cute. Number 6, give me 2 common sports. Football, tennis, basketball. Number 7, give me 2 dangerous sports. Hang gliding, bungee jumping. Number 8, make a sentence using the comparative adjective. Like what? Sarah is taller than Amal. 9, make a sentence using the present continuous. I am studying English now. Number 10, make a sentence using football. I usually play football. Okay? This is the last question in my own revision, girls. As I told you, girls, today we will take Unit 3, Lesson 2. We will take 2 pages, page 20 and 21. The title of our unit is about sports and activities, okay? I will start explaining verb helpers. What do I mean by verb helpers in my lesson today? I mean do, does, and do. So, what are the verb helpers in my lesson today, girls? The verb helpers are does and do. So, the verb helpers are does and do. Does is used with third person singular pronouns. What do I mean by third person singular pronouns? I mean he, she, and it. So I should use does with he, with she, with it. Also with a singular noun or a singular name, like Amal does her homework. So he does, she does, it does. What about do? Do is used with plural pronouns. Plural pronouns. What do I mean by plural pronouns? I mean they, you, and we. Also, I should use do with I. So, I do, they do, you do, and we do. Okay? Now we have change into negative. What do I mean by negative? I mean I should add not to the sentence. أضيف not للجملة. Okay? Number 1, she speaks English very well. She speaks English very well. How can I change this sentence into negative? Sorry, here. How can I change this sentence into negative, girls? I should start with she. She. What should I use with she? Do or does? She does. So she does, then not. So she doesn't speak. أحذف الإس اللي في الفعل. So she doesn't speak English very well. So she doesn't speak English very well. She doesn't speak English very well. What about number 2? They play football in the street. What should they first? They. What should I use with they? Do or does? Of course, do. They don't play football in the street. Sorry, in the street. They don't play football in the street. Okay? They don't play football in the street. Here, change into yes, no questions. How? How can I change into yes, no questions? I should use first do or does. Here we have she. What should I use? Does she. Okay? Then speak without adding s. Does she speak English? Very well. Here it's a question. So does she speak English very well? Does she speak English very well? And here they play football in the street. I should say, do they play football in the street? Do they play football in the street? Here we should say, for example, yes, she does. Or maybe, no, she doesn't. No, she doesn't. Okay? So, yes, she does. No, she doesn't. And here, do they play football in the street? We may. Yes, they do. No, they don't. So, no, they don't. Okay? So, again, yes, they do. No, they don't. Okay? Now, my beautiful students, so they play football in the street. Do they play football in the street? Yes, they do. No, they don't. Okay. Now, open your book, page 20, girls, and listen, please.
Grammar in action. Exercise 1. Listen and practice. Verb helpers.
Do you? Yes, I do. No, I don't. Does he? Yes, he does. No, he doesn't. Does she? Yes, she does. No, she doesn't. Do we? Yes, you do. No, you don't. Do they? Yes, they do. No, they don't. Make groups of 3. Take turns and practice.
Do you? Yes, I do. No, I don't.
Okay, now choose the correct question. Here we have a picture. Now, does she play tennis or does she play basketball? 3. Does she play volleyball or do she play football? So, does she play tennis? This is the right answer. Number 2, choose the correct question. Here, does he play volleyball? Does he play basketball? Does he play tennis? Or does he play football? Of course, does he play football? Here, choose the correct question. Does he play volleyball? Does he play football? Does he play basketball? Or does he play tennis? Of course, does he play basketball? Choose the correct question here. Does they play football? Do they play basketball? Does he play tennis? Or do they play volleyball? Do they play volleyball? Of course, okay? Now make a correct yes/no question. Number 1. Here we have a girl, right? So how can I make yes/no question? Does she watch TV? Yes, she does. Does she watch TV? Yes, she does. And here we have 2 persons. Do they read a book? Do they read a book? Yes, they do. Yes, they do. Here, listen, girls. Listen, please.
I play basketball. I play football.
From the beginning.
Listen, say, and do. Ball sports. Play. I play tennis. I play volleyball. I play basketball. I play football. I play golf. Individual sports.
I ski.
I snowboard.
I ride a horse. I jog.
Other activities. Do. Play. I do pottery. I do painting. I play computer games. I play word games.
So here, girls, focus with me. I do pottery. I do painting. I play computer games. I play word games. Okay? What are the ball sports? What do I mean by ball sports? We can't play these sports without a ball. ما نقدر نلعب هذه الألعاب إلا إذا كانت معانا الكرة. Okay? Like what? Tennis, volleyball, basketball, football, and golf. So tennis, volleyball, basketball, football, and golf. So this is the golf, okay? What are the individual sports? The individual sports are the sports that we can play it alone. We can play this sport alone, girls. Like what? Ski. Ski. S-K-I. S-K-I. What about this, girls? Number 3. What is it? I don't know. Number 4. I don't know. Number 5. I don't know. And number 2. There is nothing here. Sorry, girls. Here we have what? We have snowboard. Snow what? Snowboard. Snow what? Snowboard. S-N-O-W-B-O-A-R-D. Snowboard. Snowboard number 2. So ski, snowboard. It's an individual sport. Snowboard is an individual sport. And here, jog. Jog. J-O-G. J-O-G. Okay? It's an individual sport also. Now, let me see what is behind this picture. What can you see? I can see pottery. So, pottery, P-O-T-T-E-R-Y. Pottery, P-O-T-T-E-R-Y, pottery. What are the individual sports? We can play this sport alone, like what? Ski, snowboard, ride a horse, and jog, okay? What about this game, girls? It is computer games. Computer games. And here we have word games. Word games, okay? Now I need you to listen, girls. Listen, please.
Challenge time. Exercise 3. Question and answer race. Can you ask 6 questions in 1 minute? Take turns.
Make pairs. Ask your partner and get real answers.
I have a stopwatch. You have 1 minute. Are you ready? Okay. 1, 2, 3, go.
Do you play tennis?
Yes, I do.
Does your father play golf?
No, he doesn't.
Do you play computer games?
Yes, I do.
Do you play word games?
Yes, I do.
Does your brother do karate?
No, he doesn't.
Does your friend play computer games too?
Yes, he does. We're finished. That was 55 seconds.
So, girls, we will play this game together, girls, in my virtual class. Your homework is this page and also page 89 and 90. 89 and 90, girls, in the activity book. Okay, you have to do it by yourself. You have to do it by yourself, girls. Okay, so this is the end of my lesson today, my beautiful students. Thank you for listening and watching, and see you in my virtual class. Goodbye, girls. Goodbye.